And if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me at this point, just put it in the chat. I'll make sure I get to it. Hope you guys can see me. Let me know. You can wave your hands. I can see you, but I don't know if you can see my screen or anything like that. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so we got that there. So these are going to be the updates. So let's move that out of the way and let's put you in presentation style. So December updates, we're getting ready for 2020. This is December. This happens to also be my birthday month, but I'm kind of swamped with students as well. So it's gonna be quite busy, not only that, helping and being a part of other businesses and working that out. So I have to make sure I don't stretch myself too thin. And I also wanna make sure that I'm mentally where I need to be. So we're getting ready for 2020. I've been working very hard on this. So certification process. I said I was going to talk about it. I said I was going to bring it up. So we're going to talk about the certification process. So this is how it's going to go. If you notice, there's only 4 points. That way you'll understand how the certification process is going to be. It's not going to start until January the 15th. And that would be next year. So there are requirements for that. You must be paid in full with my online courses, as well as if you've taken a hands-on course with me, more than likely you're paid in full because you have the online courses as well. That comes with the hands-on courses. You must be at least 6 months with me in Wig Making 101. Doesn't matter, because I know some people have already come with experience. But if you've been with me for 6 months, you will understand how I educate in that aspect, and then you would be able to bring a little bit of your personality to the testing that I'm going to be doing. So it's going to be slightly different than what you may know of other types of testings. So just know that these are the requirements. You've been with me, you've learned under me. That does not mean if you've learned under somebody else, I'm not going to accept that. That's between me and you. And when we get to that point, I will discuss that between me and you. But you must be a paid in full student with me, and you must be at least with me at least 6 months. The testing fee is $79. That includes the certification process as to how I'm going to be doing that. And that includes your certification both with me and wigma.org. So that's how the testing fee is going to go, and it puts you in both because I'm WIGMA certified, so it puts you on both. The certification process is going to go like this. You guys know I don't really like tests. I've said this before. I've been an educator for years. I still hate giving my students tests, but for us to make wig making, especially custom wig making, have a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Where people take us seriously. Certification looks good on your resume, looks good on your business plan, whatever it is that you have. So the process is going to go with the 6 videos. They're going to be review style. Those videos are already located on the student site as it is. So it won't be hard for you to figure out what, but I do need to make sure you guys know the process. You have to watch those videos for the first phase. You will be completing a 10 to 25 questionnaire, and then there's a face-to-face demo interview with me because I need to be able to see that you can do it. Now, I'm very savvy with technology. So if you do not live in the United States or you do not live in my state, let's just say it that way, I'm very savvy at it. I know how to work that through. We all have cell phones, right? So there's FaceTime, there's Google Duo, there's Zoom. There's so many different avenues where we can work together face to face. As you can see in this aspect, we're using Zoom. So we can talk and listen face to face. So just keep that in mind. But the only way I know that you guys are cleared for that process is I have to see your process and I have to see you do that process. And then the sign up, like I mentioned, it won't begin until January the 15th. Let me check on the chat really quickly. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So yeah, validation is the word. Thank you, Mary. Yes, thank you for that. So this is how the certification process is going to go. You will start to hear more and more about it in your emails, and then I'll explain to you how you're going to even get more information about it before January the 15th so that you guys can be prepared. I want you 100% prepared before the sign up, because I want you guys to pass it and you know, have a certification, because some of you already have businesses and you just kind of feel that just having that validation just it just sets you apart from other people who make wigs, because anybody can make wigs. But if you have a business, you just want that certification. So that is what's going to be happening 2020. Let's see, the next, units for hair loss. And I'm going to be talking about 2 different forms of wig making or hair units for hair loss, because there's 2 different sectors, but I'm going to focus on both of those sectors certain months at a time. So the first 2 months of 2020, we're going to go back into making wigs and units for hair loss. People who have thinning hair, people who may experiencing, you know, alopecia areata or traction alopecia. I got to make sure I'm using the correct word. So if I'm wrong, hey, forgive me, I'm human. But toppers and toupees, that also includes men as well. Now the going talk about toppers and toupees, or toupees in general, we identify toupees to a Caucasian market or a market that's not of African American culture, but you guys may or may not be researching that there are men out there who wear, you know, hair replacement units. That's really what it's called. So knowing how to make those for men and women, we're going to be focusing on that January and February. Going back to making full lace caps for those of you who are going to be making wigs for children. I think that's the best way to make hair units for kids, is that they're full lace. And that means you're going to have to learn to ventilate. Using the sewing machine to add tracks and wefts and things like that. We're going to pull away from that, though. That's fashion wigs, and that's still good and that's still standard. But when we're talking about kids who deal with hair loss, they need a specific type of wig, and you can make those. It's just learning how to ventilate and create full lace caps. Making full lace caps is not just for kids, just letting you know that you're going to learn how to make them for women and men. It's not very often that, you know, men do it unless it's in the entertainment industry. And I'll explain all of those different sectors and things about that when we get to 2020. But just let you guys know, you need to know what's going to be happening for the following year. So I want you guys excited because I say you guys got me for a lifetime, and it's always something new in this industry. Working with transparency lace, or other words called HD lace, and that's just making normal wigs. We will be doing that. So, oh, cool. Okay. So yes, working with transparency lace and HD lace, we're going to be doing that as well starting in January, and I'm going to be focusing on that for the first 2 to 3 months of this particular aspect of hair loss, because they can also be considered fashion wigs, but not necessarily 100% on the medical wig aspect of it. And that's what I'll start in April 2020. So the medical wigs training will be starting in 2020. The reason why I'm starting so late or closely, almost to the middle of the year, is because I'm still working on training myself in some of these aspects. So I can't teach you something that I am not 100% sure that I know. That's something. I think an educator is a great educator if they can also be a good student as well. So I'm good at teaching things that I learn, and that's why we're going to be focusing on it April 2020, because I want to make sure what I'm teaching you works wherever you are in your country or your state. So understand that this is a full service sector and is not meant to be viewed as fashion wigs. Like I mentioned from the last slide, the toppers, the toupees, those can be used in the entertainment industry or just for fun or just for style. But when we're talking about medical wigs, you know, hair replacement systems, that's different. And we're going to learn how to make those things. I'm going to have to be very careful as far as Well, when we get there, I'll let you know. But these are the things that you're going to find out. Understand that this is a full service sector. It's not meant as fashion wigs, meaning that you're making them and selling them, or you're outsourcing them and selling them. I'm not exactly sure how many of you are aware that there are people who outsource their wigs and all they do is style them and send them to their, their customers. That's out there, and that is the truth. So if that's something you choose to do, it's not wrong.
I didn't know I had It's gotta be
There we go. Sorry, guys. Sometimes people come in and don't know that they have to mute themselves. So these are the things that you'll be learning starting in April, and this is going to ride out through the rest of the year for 2020. Understanding basics of hair replacement systems and medical wigs, making custom units, molds, and thin skin molds. I know you guys got questions on that, but the reason why I'm just giving you just the gist of it is because that stuff is going to be explained in these courses done live and video format. What tools you will need to do that, how to outsource your materials, and finding vendors who already create these pieces for you because they do exist. Cleaning, pricing, oops, sorry guys, gotta go back. There we go. Cleaning, pricing, and installation techniques. Definitely need to learn that. The lingo, codes, and things like that. And this is where I say I'm going to have to be careful with the type of information that I provide to you for this. But why am I keep going there? Yeah, I have to be careful with the information I provide you for this because it has to, I'm learning that it's different in other states. And then some people are telling me it's the same because it's all governmental. So we'll see when we get there. I'm still learning, just so you guys are know. And aligning with physicians. I'm already aligned with quite a few trichologists, dermatologists that deal with the hair loss sector. So in my communication with the multiple or the different people and learning what each person actually does as a field, I'm going to, or their practitioners and how they do things, I'll be able to relay that with you guys and be able to kind of align you with them as physicians in your area too. So I want you guys to know that. So we're going to be focusing on making units for hair loss, hair thinning, and then the medical aspect when it comes to you creating customized things for people who are like they're dealing with hair loss and they may or may not know that their insurance company covers it. So, and how you can be a part of that sector. So that does not mean the fashion wig part of Wig Making 101 is going away. It's just we're adding to it. And then that gives you guys more education in that aspect to decide if you do want to go into this sector. So just know that's where we're going. And then you guys will know exactly what's going to be new after the medical wig aspect of it, because it's a lot, guys. So 2020 training tour, I am completely booked for December. Nobody, I don't have a lot of the availability time this month for hands-on courses. This is what this really is training, the training tour. These are the places. I have these as a tentative dates. So Tennessee is the first place I'm visiting. New York is next. Texas is in April. It may be sooner. And Washington, D.C. is in May. These aren't the only ones that I will be traveling to. These aren't the only areas I will be traveling to. You guys will find out exactly what city and what area in. But I do know, I want to know where most of you are. Okay, Las Vegas, thank God. People are starting to tell me where they are. Yes, because if I know where the majority of you are by your comments, then I can pick a localized area for you guys so that you can get the training. So to let you know, one, it will be located either in a salon suite or a hotel conference room. Those are the only two places I'm looking for because it's easier for me to get a certain number of students in. The max is 10 students. The class will run if there's 5. I have to be very savvy about costs and how many people that I can handle, because quality education requires something a little bit smaller of a group. So if you're unable to make these dates, that does not mean that I'm just like, I'm going to do it for 2020 and you'll never see me again. That's not true. I will be coming back around and probably making this a constant tour anyway. And when I start to explain to you guys more of what's about to happen, you'll see why it'll be a lot easier to get to you guys. So location, salon suite or hotel conference room, max 10. The class will run if there's 5 students. If you're a current paid student, it would be, the cost would be $397. If you are a non-student or a student that is on a payment plan at the time, it would be $697. If you're on that payment plan at the time, that totally cancels you having to pay more. I automatically give you the access to the online courses and things like that automatically. And yeah, that's how that's gonna go. Sign up begins December 15th because I gotta start getting people ready for January 18th or 19th and letting you guys know when that cutoff point to sign up and get into it, so that I can make sure that the venue that we will be in is taking care of materials that you may or may not need for the course. The hands-on training is taken care of, and I'm taking care of as coming to you. So that's business. That's how this is going to work. Just letting you guys know that. So I have to start by the day before my birthday to make sure you guys know more information and can be able to sign up. You will know through your emails and other aspects that I'm going to be communicating with you. We will be focusing on wig making by machine. I'm giving you the hands-on experience. I know a lot of you, from the pictures and things that you guys send me, videos that you guys send me, those of you who've been sending me stuff, thank you. It really makes me happy to see that you are excited in what you're doing and perfecting your craft. But I do understand that there are some of you who are pretty good at this, really, really good at this from what I've been seeing, could use a little help with some little small tips and things when it comes to the machine, especially the sewing machines that we use at home. When we get to the high post sewing machines and things like that, I will let you guys know how that training and how we'll be doing that. It's just the beginning, so just know that. Okay, cool. In Texas, Washington, D.C., Tennessee. Oh yeah, I need to get to South Carolina, South or North Carolina, one of the two. So thank you for putting those comments of where you are so that I can get those dates and things together as well as soon as possible. And then communication updates. So you all should be following me on these current social medias because I try to post as much as I possibly can. A lot of your courses are through YouTube, but if you're not a student, you won't have the links to those videos. They're not listed for you to be able to find or see. To be honest, I don't know if people know anything about YouTube and videos and Vimeo and all of that, but you can't see it because it's unlisted. You can't even search it. I haven't done that way purposefully. I've been working with YouTube and doing YouTube videos for years now, so that's the platform I choose to use. And you should be following me on all of these social media platforms because I'm going to be getting more into uploading more free information, like little tidbits and things like that. So please do, and making sure you guys know when I'm going to do a live update or a live course and things like that. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it's all Wig Making 101. Let's see. And there's something else I'm thinking about. I'm going to be starting text notifications January the 1st. So if I have your number, not necessarily in the system, but on my phones, because I have most of your numbers, I'm going to place you into a text notification system. The reason why I want to do that, because sometimes people coming to the site, they have a hard time getting to the links or knowing where things are. So I just want to make sure that I'm communicating to you guys as much as I possibly can. Cool. And these numbers, oh yeah, because I'm checking for what I see in the group chat. So 248-938-9418 and the chat through the website is how you're able to reach me. That will always be available. That will never change. If you are not in the US, that's the same WhatsApp number, 124 plus 1248-938-9418. So communication with me or whoever the new assistant that I get, you will definitely be able to contact us. So keep in mind, it's me. I know what's the word? I'm a little picky about customer service. So I'm not too in a rush to have someone help you guys. I prefer it to be me because it's just the way I want you guys to be treated. I'm just gonna be honest with that. It's the way I want you guys to be treated. And it's better if you're talking with the instructor that you're asking the question for. So I just want to make sure of that. If you guys got questions or anything right now, you can put that into the chat. Very soon, I'm going to open it up, unmute to let you guys go ahead and be able to ask me questions when we get there. Yeah, we're at it. Need your help. I guess this is where it happens. So this is what I need your help with. Community and networking. As of right now, we have the GroupMe app. And sorry guys, give me a second, looking at something. Okay, gotcha. So right now we're using the GroupMe app for this community, and it's not a lot of you that are in it. And I understand why. In some aspects, it's another app, it's another thing that's going off like crazy. I know that can be kind of annoying, but I'm trying to find out what works for you guys as far as networking, because a lot of you are living in the same area and have some similarities and things you want to do with your business. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm the end all of your business or anything that you do or you learn. There are quite a few of you who are my students that are educated in other aspects that could help each other out, if that makes sense. So I really, really want to get an idea of what works for people. Is the GroupMe app still something you guys are interested in? Would you rather me do a Facebook group, or would you rather me do just a forum that's within the website for you guys to come to, share your information, learn even more information? Because I know I plan to share things outside of what I teach, so that you guys can get an idea of, like, there's more to it. Sometimes we don't know what videos to look and search for. It's what I do all the time, is search in this field, this industry. And you may not necessarily know what to search for, what to look for, and I would like to share it. And that goes the same thing for any other aspect of it. You guys might know something that I might have not touched on or even found out yet. And you're sharing that, that's networking. We're all, a community. So I'm looking at the chats right now. That's a lot. Yes, okay. Oh, if I'm considering a virtual assistant, yes, I would definitely. Okay, we'll go from there. I know who you are. I'm gonna contact you. But I want to get an idea of what you guys think about the GroupMe app, Facebook, or a forum. You can be able to unmute yourself if you like. I don't have to unmute all of you, because then if I do that, hey, I think that's Althea. Please don't kill me.
No, you're fine. You pronounced it fine.
I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right.
Hi, it's Althea.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You had a question?
Yes. When you were talking about insurance covering for medical wigs, I have a social work background and I'm licensed, and I wondered if that would be helpful. Like in terms of, because you were saying insurance covers it, and I just wondered if that would be, I was thinking of this as completely separate from that, but I hadn't even thought about insurance coverage.
Mm-hmm.
medical units.
Of making medical units, or just the whole lingo and codes and things like that?
Um, so I guess what I'm asking is, would my license help me in terms of making the wigs that I make, either more affordable or more likely to be covered by someone's insurance?
That's a
Or it
loaded
has
question.
nothing to do
Yeah,
with it at all?
that's a loaded question. The reason why I say it's a loaded question, because that requires a lot of talking, giving you detail specific
Okay.
to you. So
Okay.
and I wrote down what you were saying, so I know how to get back to you, or somehow we can communicate and talk about that. But
That's fine.
in a nutshell, to give you like, because I know you probably like, I want to answer now, like, more
No,
than
no,
likely,
it's really
yes.
okay.
More than likely, yes. But then there's other factors involved.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I will say more than likely, yes, because I'm trying to compute all of the different informations I get from licensed cosmetologists and what am I trying to say? Trichologists and things. More than likely, yes. I'll say that.
Okay.
More than likely.
I'll how could I get in touch with you afterwards, or just email you or go to Wigmaking
Yeah, email me
101?
and I'll make sure because you can go to contact right on the website. I leave my number there for you guys to be able to text me.
Okay.
Calling me straight out, I'm gonna be honest, like anybody does, they are not able to answer their phone because you see I'm a very
Okay.
busy person. So if you text me and I remember, like, okay, we'll set up a time to actually talk.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to let this person speak because she knows something you probably need the answer to as well. Regina,
Okay.
I saw your hand is up, so I'm unmuting you so you could talk.
Okay, I can answer her question about being a social worker. I mean, if you want me to.
Yes, that's why I unmuted
Okay.
you. I told her, like, you have some information that she can help on. Yes.
Yeah, actually being a social worker is really not here or there. That's not going to help you and it's not going to hurt you.
Okay.
What you need is what state are you in? Let me ask you that.
No problem. Arizona.
Okay, so every state is different. Every state has different laws and rules regarding wig making and billing for medical device wigs. I do have information regarding Arizona, but I'm in my car and I can't look it up right now. But most states,
Okay.
especially if you're selling a wig state to state, you either have to have a wig making certification or you have to have a cosmetology license.
Okay.
Now, that's what you need. But in order to bill for this, that's a whole nother subject and realm.
Okay.
But I will say this, in order to bill for any wig or any medical device wig, which is, I'm going to use the word cranioprosthetic, you have to have a prescription.
Mhm.
The customer has to have a prescription for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All
So
right. Well,
I'm gonna leave it at that unless you want me to go any further with it, Nakia.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that because you know you're going to be a large part of this part. Just know we'll talk, but
Okay.
just know that you'll be a large part of this. So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm glad
all
you
right.
raised your
Well,
yeah, I'm glad you raised your hand so that, because I know most of you as my students, I know what you are good at and what, those that are new, but I knew she could answer your question, Althea, so that's why. Yeah, so cool. Now you guys see what I'm talking about this community for these types of questions, because again, some of you are in an aspect that I have not got there yet, but I'm going to get there, and I want to share that with those who come along and then be of a stronghold for those of you who are already in it. And I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. If you guys aren't sure exactly what you think I should do in that aspect, I'll just figure it out from you. Probably will email me or text me like, hey, I didn't get a chance to say anything about it, but I was thinking this. Mary, can you talk? Are you able to talk? Mary, are you able to talk? Okay, so she's not able to talk at the moment. Okay, so I'll go on to the next because I know I have to get to the next. I have something I have to do afterwards. So I'm looking for instructors. I need you guys' help. I'm one person. I can't do it all by myself. That's just realistic. So I'm going to be looking for those that are skilled in color when it comes to wigs, when it comes to hair bundles. I'm not talking about, you know, a colorist for somebody's hair, because it's two different things. So I'm looking for colorists, those that are creative or even licensed, or that's just their niche. Installation technicians, there's so many different ways to install a wig, and I'm talking about on the fashion aspect from what we see on all social media right now. There's different techniques, and some work better in one area that doesn't work as well in another area, or should I say based off what a person's personal preference is. And so you knowing all of the techniques could help you figure out which one is best for your client if you're practicing this as for your business. Wig stylist, I am not the only good wig styler. I'm gonna tell you now, my real niche is in curly hair. That's really my niche. But there are those out there who are really great, they're really great stylists and could actually offer something to Wig Making 101. And then wig making educators, there's more I would love to have. Again, I'm saying this, I don't want to be the only one. I want this to be something that we all benefit and profit from. So I would love to have more wig making educators. I didn't put this in here, the virtual assistant, because that's totally separate, but it looks like I got somebody that's going to help me with that. So we will talk. And okay, Mary, I'll catch up with you in a second. And then hair loss practitioners, I'm definitely looking for more. I already have some on the line now, but the truth is I really would like to go to those of you who are my students here, because you guys support me. I really want to support you. Not that I don't want to support the ones that's supporting me by teaching me. It's just I really want to start with you guys first. And this interviewing process will start January the 1st. I will be doing a live informational focused on this January the 5th. So signing up and everything will start, but the informational about it, what I'm expecting, you know, requirements and all of that, I will be answering those questions and things for you guys based off these 5 instructor types that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for one in each aspect. I'm looking for a number of them in each aspect. And yeah, so that's that in a nutshell. So let me see if Mary is able to talk, because I believe you were saying something really cool. And I think we might be piggybacking a little bit, but what time is it? Oh, not bad timing because I'm almost done. You there, Mary? You there? Oh, okay. She's not there yet. Okay, so I'll move on. When she's able, or unmute herself, she can do that. Business courses and consulting, I'm going to need your feedback. Okay, it's not working. Sorry, Mary. If you have a question or something you wanted me to say, I can read it from the chat and we can go from there. But the business courses and consulting feedback, now this is where I'm going to need you guys to participate. If there's any of you in the business courses or watching the business courses or involved in it in any way. I want to say this, and I put it here on the screen for you guys to notice, because this is what I am dealing with when it comes to those asking me questions about not their personal business, but of their business. And me telling you what to do is very tricky, because I can tell you to do something or advise you to do something that may not necessarily work for your personal circumstance or situation or your business. And it's very, very important that you guys take responsibility for what you're weak at, what you're strong at, what you need. It's your responsibility to do that. And you have to make a decision on what's the best way to do it, whether you are financially able to do it or not financially able to do it. Those are the only two options you really have. So if you are financially able to do it, you can definitely reach out to people that are strong in that aspect of the business you need. If you are not financially capable of doing those things, you're going to have to take responsibility and train yourself. I am just by nature a self-sufficient person. So if I don't know, I will find out. I will do the research. And I think that just comes from being an educator for so long. That's just something you have to do, because you can't teach what you don't know. So you have to do some research, you have to practice, and you got to put it into action before you can really teach somebody. And that's just my personal opinion as an educator. So I'm saying that. So I'm having a little bit of an issue where people are asking me, or some of you are asking me what to do on certain things. And at the end of the day, it's just a weakness that you have that can be fixed if you put a little bit more effort into doing the research. So I'm not the end all be all of everything. I'm just one of the people who can guide you, because I do have a wealth of knowledge and understanding of the industry, but I'm not the know all be all. There's hundreds of other people, including those of you who are probably here with me, who have the, have great capabilities and understand how to do things. So with the business courses, when I originally started that, it was to teach you guys more so on the online, the social media, the website building, and all of that for your business. How is that helping you guys in any way? Okay, see, this is really, really good. Okay, this is excellent information. I've taken some start. Okay. That was my original thought pattern for the business courses. What's in the business courses is I'm showing you how to do certain things on a technology basis, because I know some of you are not necessarily millennials. So the whole tech thing can get very frustrating and confusing. But I've given some things that I think is very basic, but I know it's a lot more to it than just the information I'm giving you. And I'm honestly trying to figure out what's working and not working for you, not for me, if that makes sense, because I can adjust to it. So that's what the business courses are for. The last live, I had to cancel it because of different things that I was getting feedback, not bad, just kind of taking some time to process it. And I'm still going to be doing live business courses, but it's going to be on a consulting type basis. And I'm just going to have to figure out how I want to do that. And that's why number 3 talks about business consulting. I don't know if that should be something that's done in the group live course like this, or if that should be something that's done individual based. I'm going to have to figure it out. But this is just where I need you guys help with. So if you're not able to ask me a question or answer anything in that sort right now, please reach out to me. That would definitely help. And Custom Wigs Mart have already started sending out emails to get you guys started, because they want to get started. Well, we want to get started with you guys selling your wigs starting in 2020. We had to go in a different direction to kind of fix some things. And that's what happens with business in any aspect. You notice that there's a problem. We have to find a solution to that problem before it gets out of hand. So there were some things with the onboarding process that we wanted to make sure was on point. And now they're starting to send out, or we're starting to send out emails about it to get you guys started, for those who were interested in selling their products, their hair products, not bundles, but wigs on Custom Wigs Mart. So if you have gotten that email, this is the time to respond and get started. If you haven't gotten that email, then you probably need to go to Custom Wigs Mart and sign up and start to get through the process. There's videos and things that they're setting up, and making sure that you guys are informed of how the onboarding process is going to go, so that you guys are able to sell your wigs. And then that's where I come in with this business course aspect. So I will be still helping in that aspect, and training and teaching you on you know, different customer service styles that you can do when it's an online platform, because that's seriously the largest percentage of my experience is the online platform and selling. So yeah. Okay, so I see people are talking about the business courses. Cool. So Kimberly asked a really good question. On the business courses, are there steps to take? I think I get overwhelmed on what to do step by step, or I want to do everything at the same time. The very first video that's in there, and I'm answering this, thanks Kimberly for asking that question. The very first video is you getting a business plan out. If you have a business, it is a good thing to go back and look at your business plan if you already have one and see if you need to do any adjusting to it. But if it's your first time, you know you're good at what you do, you know you have the product, the capital, or whatever it may be for your personal business, and you don't know where to get started, start with your business plan first. It's there. I do have things kind of put there in an order of steps. And it's your business plan. And I believe after your business plan, there's certain things that you should do if you're going to do online selling of your wigs. There's your Google Voice number, setting up your Facebook and Instagram, setting up your business account. Those are listed there. So I just kept those 2 steps there because that's where you want to go to if you are a beginner in the whole online selling altogether. And then there's other videos on building your website, using the right social media platform. It gets really in depth. So don't try to do everything at one time. It's best to do one of 2 things. Do your business plan. It's there. All you have to do is print it out. There's a video attached to that so that you'll know, understand why you need to know your target market and all of those things. Or the other option is go through Custom WIGSmart and let them do that for you, because the onboarding process means that they're going to be doing a lot of that for you, and getting your store set up. And then everything else as far as customer service and, information and all of that, they'll support you with that. But then that's where I honestly come in. That's the truth. I come in on that part, that I help you with that aspect of it. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Is there any? Ooh. Cool. Mary, that's cool. Mary she's taken starting a small business 101 with local women groups. That's good. That's good. That's good. Any other questions? Or if you need to unmute yourself, you'll tap and unmute. I'm looking at the time. Am I on the next slide? Yep, it's still questions and answers. So I'll do this. I'll go back to this. Does anyone have any questions about this aspect of wig making, toppers and toupees, lace caps? Because some of these videos are already there. I'm just going to expand more on it. And I'm also going to be doing a lot more tutorials teaching you how to do it from scratch as well. Not that those aren't on there, it's just some of them need to be completed. And I like for things to be complete. So because of the change of adjusting how the courses are on the back end for the certifications, toppers and full lace caps or making caps kind of got cut in the middle of what I was going to be teaching you to finish those off. So I am going to be finishing that information off. So if you got any questions on that, let me know. If not, I know not everybody want to talk, they just listen. Just listen to me talk. I like engagement. So if there's no engagement, I hear noise. Yeah.
We gotta do silk caps.
Silk caps or transparency lace, HD lace?
Silk caps up under the transparency lace.
Yes, we will, especially for the toppers and the toupees. But for the full lace caps, that's where we're going to be getting into the transparency lace, HD lace area and making caps.
Cool.
Yes, no, works for you?
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that'll work. Look, I'm in church. I'm trying to be quiet.
Well, we're still not done with what we're supposed to be doing. We got some combining we need to do. So you know what to do. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
So when Mary wanted to see the help slide again. Let me know if I'm on the right one.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Destina.
Hi.
Hey.
For the instructors,
Yeah.
you know, I'm in Belgium.
Yes.
How do I not go about it? Because I'm really, you know, I'm a hairdresser. You know that.
Yes, and I know you have the equipment to teach certain things too.
Yes.
How that is going to go, you will know January the 5th.
Okay.
I'm glad you chimed in because you were on my list of people to reach out to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Because you know, I have a beauty shop, so I know what people are asking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they really want. You know, and I have all these Caucasian girls that come to my store.
Right, I know.
So I know what they want, so I can still put my little cent into it.
Mm-hmm. You're
And
not,
tell you
not
guys.
your little, your big sense into it. You have a lot to offer, and you're in an area that I don't frequent often.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I'm going to you guys, my students, to build that, you know, the instructor base. So you'll know January the 5th. You'll know,
Okay.
you'll start to hear more information about it.
Okay.
Because I do want to make sure I do a live informational like this for you guys, and then the signing up of it will be January the 1st. The informational is going to tell you what the requirements are, but there are quite a few of you that I am already aware what your capabilities are, and we will be discussing how me and you want to work together so that everybody can benefit together. That's cool?
It's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, I'm at work site. Okay, so Mary, am I on the right slide? And then Star, hey girl, Star, we need to talk, you good. Which state will you be linking physicians in? Right now, mostly New York, Los Angeles, California, and I'm just saying these are the women that I am familiar with. One's in Chicago, Los Angeles, and New Jersey, not New York, New Jersey. So those are the physicians as of right now that I'm in contact with that I will more than likely link you guys up with once they are, you know, once we've gotten what we're trying to do together, and it's okay to share that information. But other than that, I know one in New Jersey, she already has courses. She already teaches those courses, and I am set to send out emails and things relaying to you guys how you can sign up for her courses if you want to. I've already shared it with a few of you who are already in that sector, trying to see what did you think about her courses, because you're closest to what she does. Tawana, I know she's in church, but she was one of them too. And I've gotten the okay on most of you, so I'll share her immediately. Mary says, as a breast cancer survivor and suffered hair loss with chemotherapy, I am interested in being a hair loss practitioner. Yes, this is the correct page. Okay, yes, hair loss practitioners. So those physicians, once we're sure how we want to proceed, it will be either they will be a part of the hair loss practitioner educational platform, or I will be training that and then training that to you guys so that you can be that, if that makes sense. But when I say I'm looking for instructors, I'm looking for you guys to teach on the WIGMAKING 101 platform. So it's going to turn into an academy. That's my goal for 2020. It starts online, and then it's going to start to go into different areas in the United States and other countries, but it can't be built without the groups that supported me in this journey. So I think that's I want to do that. I really do. So cool. So we only got 6 minutes. This is recorded. Just making sure you guys get the last bit of this information. It is recorded, and it will be on the YouTube page, which is WIGMAKING101. It will also be on Instagram. It will also be on Facebook. You will also see it right on the home page in the students area. And you will also see it on the homepage of WIGMAKING101, because this is the last live update until, January 2020. So letting you guys know that. Here's something else I want to make sure you guys remember if you haven't. If you're a student of mine, because not everybody that's here is a student of mine, so I don't share my personal number. I only share my personal number with my students. So if you have my personal number, keep using that. If you've lost it for some apparent reason, this is how you can contact me, 248-938-9418. You can text me there. You can also go through the chat as well on the website. And my WhatsApp number is the +1 for those that are outside the US and can't really, contact me any other way outside of the chat. They want to get quick, response from me. I typically try to be very quick with my responses. So yeah, this is how you can contact me. So other than that, guys, for the hair loss practitioner, will they be certified as instructors or have to be certified instructors? They have to be certified at, Tawana, that confused me.
Most instructors normally need to be certified to teach hair loss.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why I asked.
yeah, that's required. That's
Right.
required. So I won't say that, but a few of you are already licensed. So
Right, but they have to be certified instructors.
they do have to be certified instructors.
Yeah, from what I was told, but let me check to make sure.
Yeah,
I'll check today because she's coming to church and she'll be here in about an hour. So I'll check with her.
because I know it's different in different areas too.
Right.
I don't think so, but the whole hair and wig industry is so all over the place. You have some that's saying no, as long as you're a practitioner, you can instruct. If you know you can't do it because you have to be both cosmetology and trichology and an instructor, like it depends. So
Right.
areas on what.
Yeah.
But
I need to see how that's gonna actually, because I know one point she was gonna train some of us to assist her as well.
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask her and see exactly how that goes here and in other states, because she traveled from here to out west to up north and everything, certifying people. So I'm gonna see how that actually goes.
That's not Gigi. Are you talking about Gigi?
No, it's not Gigi. It's Dr. Suzette Robinson. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am on Facebook.
Look up Suzette Robinson. She's in P2P. And she's also on Instagram and YouTube. P2P Instagram, which is Professional to Professionals, is on Instagram and not Instagram, but YouTube. And Dr. Suzette Robinson is on YouTube as well. And some of her videos you will see me in P2P, where we went all live and talked. P2P, professional to professionals.
Yeah, because Gigi is she's amazing.
I love Gigi. And Gigi has books that you can actually go online and order.
I know.
Okay.
It's only so much I can tell you because I wanted yay, look who's here. But you will know.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. But anyway, let me shut up. But anyway.
Don't really shut up because this is, I hope this is exciting to everybody else, but
yeah.
I'm going to have.
I love this field. I mean, I really do love this field.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I asked her today because she's supposed to come to this evening to my church program this evening. Okay. So I might ask her about that.
Okay, cool. Ask her. I have yet to find one in Detroit. So the only one I have reference to, we're close, and so I'll just have to ask her. But it's hard to find anyone in Detroit that's actually practicing it. I hear it more in New Jersey and in New York and LA.
Mm.
So that's where I'm hearing it from. So in Atlanta.
But you know, you can also, Suzette is good. You can reach out to her and she'll be more than willing to help you with a lot of stuff. You know,
Gigi was a sweetheart.
Yeah, I love Gigi. When I talk to her, I just love her to death.
She was a sweetheart.
It's gonna make me. I'm just have to come to California.
Yes, she was a sweetheart. So I say,
yes.
Let me know how we want to do it, and then partner up or find some kind of way to do it so that I can get you guys educated too. Start asking
right.
too. Will we be able to do that? You will know, Star. Don't worry. I'm just updating you guys on what's going to be happening in 2020. So just be ready, and I'm gonna keep the communication going. That's what I want to do, is keep this communication going. So guys, I have to go. I have a very, very important meeting with some very, very important individuals that's going to help out. And I will see you all in the next live, or see you next year, 2020. I'll still be keep in communication with you guys before January 1st come around, but it'll be mostly by email and text and things like that. Some of you I've been already texting to check on you. So you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you all then.